Hello, thank you for watching. I've got a video today showing how I use my DIYfish inserts. I'm using them in my Filofax. It is a personal size Malden in ochre, and let's just get into it. Yes, here we are. I just stuck this little bit of ephemera from a Heidi swap kit here. It says date. I don't know if it's going to stay there forever, but I like that. Instead of saying calendar or diary, it just says date. So I just started using the DIYfish inserts in January. I have been fascinated by them since the time I first saw them. I guess it's been maybe since October, November of 2014, because I realized when I started using my first Filofax, which is a Finsbury and raspberry, that I didn't have enough room with a week on 2 pages, because it's just, you know, you got a box about that big. I'm like, my life can't fit in that box. There's too much going on. So when I saw DIYfish, I was like, ooh, maybe that will work. So what you get is I have version 2.2. To say that first, personal size. You get a monthly calendar with your monthly chart, and this is what your monthly calendar looks like. You have got your weeks across the top, your days along the side, and then all the Mondays are together, all the Tuesdays, all the Wednesdays. So your calendar goes like this, and it reads from top to bottom. Which at first you may say, I don't get that. But when you look at your week, you'll see that it kind of all works together, because when you pull out your week and you look at your Monday, your Tuesday, your Wednesday, you're looking at what's going on. Here's the 21st Wednesday. Here's the 21st Wednesday. So all your Wednesdays line up. So there is a method to that. So this is your month. You can look at everything that's going on for the month. You can have reminders of what you need to remind yourself of for the month. And I use it more so, at least at the moment, because this is the first month I'm using it and I have so much space, I don't know what to do. But I'm just using it right now as reminders of things that need to happen, or things that I want to remember to do that are new habits I'm trying to cultivate. So that's what I'm doing there. And then I have my objectives over here. Things that I want to be sure to accomplish, and I need to refer back to this. I haven't looked at this in a couple of weeks, which this is new for me. I'm not used to having my month and my week and my day all together, and I'm excited, but at the same time I have to get in the habit of looking. And then I've got my monthly chart where I'm just keeping, for now, track of things that I want to do daily, or things that I want to remember to do, or see how often I'm doing. That's how I'm using the monthly chart. So I'm keeping track of, for example, how often I remember to condition, deep condition, hair for my daughters and myself, how often I'm doing strength training. This is something I want to start, and it's the 19th and it's blank. So obviously I need to get on that. My blog, same thing. I have drafted a blog post and I've edited it, but I haven't posted it. I have to decide how I want to do that because it's rather long. And then just how when I post on YouTube, which usually is regular, but sometimes I have other videos in there, so I want to keep track of that. Pinterest, Twitter, some things I remember to do regularly and other things I need to be reminded, so that's why I have this. And I may end up not tracking some of these things because they're so regular, and then other things because I need to be reminded. And then I do photo a day challenges. So just different things that I want to remember to do, or just to track how often I'm doing them, to make sure I'm doing them as often as I want. Because some of them are weekly, some of them are every other week, and it's easy to forget if you don't have a reminder sometimes. So I will just move on to the current week, which just started. We're in week 4 of the year, and I clipped previous weeks together. And I'll show you that when we get over here to our current week, which is week 4. And I just put down here what's most important for this week, things that I need to make sure I do. Work on taxes, work on the current module for school, reminder to stay active, track your meals because I suck at that, take care of my blog post instead of just thinking about it. And I need to print and cut my inserts for next month and the month following, because I decided to purchase the whole year, which is a real commitment for me, because the inserts can be pricey, but if it keeps you moving forward with your goals and it keeps you functioning where you need to function and you're not wasting time, then it's a very small investment for a very big payoff. And that's how I look at it. And that's how the expense makes sense to me. So on this side, I have the things that I want to do. So I need to make a couple of videos. I need to prep orders, just the different things I need to remember to do each day, or just to remember to keep doing them. And I just have reminders there. Then for my current day, and you can see this folds out. For my current day, how I use this is I usually have a quote up top, and I have quotes on Twitter because they just kind of help me to stay motivated. And I figure somebody else can use the motivation too. So I'll have a quote, and then I have my day. And over here we have the time coming along the side. And usually people are sleeping sometime between 1 a.m. and 8 a.m. But once you get past 8 a.m., you have a dot in between the hours. So that way, every 30 minutes, you can have something going on in theory. And I like this because when I have so many things going on, I need to be able to prioritize and know that I need to work on something for this period of time and then go work on something else for that period of time. And so that's what I loved about the the day on 2 pages, is that I can have my day planned out here. I can have my tasks over here because they are not always over here. Sometimes they just stay here. And then on this side, and I just have a little flyleaf in here with leftover washi. Over here, I'll have notes if I have any notes, and then my photo a day challenge, my journaling prompt for 36530. So this can just help me stay on top of everything. If there's any notes I need to take for the day, I have room up top. One thing I haven't started to do yet is color code, and this room over here is for color coding. I just have not done that yet. I need to print out another blank page and set that up. So I'm going to do another setup video probably in about a month after I've been using these then for about a month and a half, and I'm sure my process will have evolved. So that's how I'm using the daily pages, and here's a blank page so you can see what it looks like. And I just decorate with a little bit of washi. I kind of just use it here where the rings are so it's not in the way, and it kind of reinforces the paper too. And then I divide the top half from the little challenges or the journaling that I do on the bottom. And then over here, you have a place where you can track how you feel. And I just kind of track how I feel when I wake up, because how my day starts is usually how it ends, but sometimes it gets better. Sometimes it goes downhill and I want to go back to bed. I do track the weather because, I don't know, I have it in my other planner, and like today is an awesome day. It's warm, it's sunny, which is great because we had so many gray days last week. It was horrible. And then, as I said, there's space here for whatever you want to write in here. Whether it's, I use it for quotes, but you can use it however you want. There's so much flexibility with these. Down here, there's a space to track beverage consumption, which some people like to track water or maybe coffee. I don't need to track anything like that. I drink plenty of water. I don't drink a lot of coffee. I don't drink a lot of anything that I shouldn't really. I mostly drink water. And then down here, you've got places to write in your to-dos and with room to check them off if you want to use this that way. And actually, if you do purchase the inserts for a year, you can also set up an index for different things that goes along with your color coding, and you can number your pages, because down here, there's a place to fill in your page numbers. So that way, if you need to refer back to your life, if something that you did or didn't do, like if you have a doctor's appointment or an interview or just anything, because these inserts are so flexible, you can refer back and you can have an index when you store your pages. So you can look back and say, oh, on pages 19, 34, and 77, I have notes about fill in the blank, whatever it is. Doctor's visits, for example. And you can just go right to those pages and get what you need. So I love that they're so organized because, like I said, I have a lot going on. So I decorate my pages a couple of weeks at a time. And I don't make videos for this because this is much more personal than my other planners. And I'm just not going to be sharing the way I do the other one. There's just a lot going on that I'm not going to, you know, publish on the internet for the world. But I will show y'all how I'm using them. And like I said, I just decorate ahead of time. And what's great is your week, once you've got all your 7 days done, Monday through Sunday, and you can change that to a Sunday start if you prefer that, is your week can just fold over on top of it. And then when you store it, your weeks are all together. So you don't have all these pages flapping around. It's super organized. And I have every other week clipped. I don't need to clip every one because in between they stay together. So yeah, past weeks are there. This is the current week. And then this is next week. I have not decorated yet, I don't think. No. And I need to print and cut my inserts, which I'll do a video showing you how I cut them. It's super, super easy, which I know it can be intimidating. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to bother to try to print them, not because of the difficulty, but because of all the ink, and I just wanted to use a heavier paper. I said, you know what, I'm going to the office supply store and let them do it, and I will bring my directions, and they print things all day long. They'll know what to do. So I invested in that, and it worked out perfectly. They know what to do, and I was the one who screwed up over here with them not making it double-sided. That was my mistake. But live and learn, so I know what to do next time. But yeah, so that's how these work. You've got your week, you've got your days, you plan things out, and I love this. It's awesome. It's great. I use it to keep track of everything. What's going on with the kids, what I need to do for myself, what I need to do for everything. And then I refer to my other planners if needed to take care of things over there, because as much can fit in here, sometimes there's a lot going on that it can get its own book. And so I have a bunch of planners that I use, and I have a video about that coming up. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for you in figuring out if that's something you want. And Fish offers other layouts. You don't have to do a day on 2 pages, which is what this is. If this is too much space, you can do a day on 1 page, which I think is just this page, and you don't have the notes. So this is a lot right here. You have room for to-dos. You have room to schedule your day. You have room for whatever you want up here. You can track how you feel, your moods, the weather, your beverages. And I think these are awesome. I just can't say enough good things. I will link Fish's Etsy shop down below in the description box in case you want to go and check her out. But that's how I'm using the inserts right now. And as I said, I just started. So it's going to be a process of learning what's going to work and what's not working. And then I'll just make adjustments. But here's my first page, and I just put a little inspiration here so I can remember. This is the year that everything gets done, because I've got my awesome I'm in love with you planner, my Malden, to keep track of everything. Everything is here. If I ever lost this, I think I would cry. I think I would cry. I would cry. Don't laugh at me, Alyssa. I would be very sad. So anyway, that's it for today. And I hope this helped you out in figuring out if this is something you want or how to use them. And I will be doing an update on this in about a month or so, because I know I will have evolved and I will be using it even better, more efficiently, and just getting everything done. I love these inserts. So thank you for watching and have a great week.